Good evening. This is All India Radio. I am Saira Mujtaba and with me is Manoj Singh Rana with the evening news. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi talks to President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelensky on the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. Prime Minister to inaugurate and lay foundation stone of projects worth over 3,650 crore rupees in Himachal Pradesh tomorrow. Election Commission asks political parties to provide authentic information in their manifestos on financial viability of poll promises. 4 people killed and 21 reportedly trapped in an avalanche in Draupadi's Danda 2 mountain peak in Uttarkashi. Direct flight launched from Kolhapur to Mumbai under the Udan scheme. Nobel for Physics to be shared by 3 scientists for their work on quantum mechanics. Maha Navmi being celebrated across the country. President and Vice President greet people on the eve of the Shera. In Women's T20 Asia Cup cricket, India beat UAE by 104 runs at Sylhet in Bangladesh. And in men's cricket, third and final T20 international between India and South Africa underway in Indore. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today had a telephonic conversation with President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelensky. Both the leaders discussed the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. Mr. Modi reiterated for an early cessation of hostilities and the need to pursue the paths of dialogue and diplomacy. He expressed his firm conviction that there can be no military solution to the conflict and conveyed India's readiness to contribute to any peace efforts. The Prime Minister also reiterated the importance of respecting the UN Charter, international law, and the sovereignty and territorial integrity of all states. Mr. Modi emphasized the importance India attaches to the safety and security of nuclear installations, including in Ukraine. He underlined that endangerment of nuclear facilities could have far-reaching and catastrophic consequences on public health and the environment. The two leaders also touched upon important areas of bilateral cooperation, following up on their last meeting in Glasgow in November last year. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate and lay the foundation stone of projects worth over 3,650 crore rupees in Himachal Pradesh tomorrow. During the visit, he will inaugurate AIIMS Bilaspur. The foundation stone of this AIIMS was laid by Prime Minister in October 2017. Spread over 247 acres, AIIMS Bilaspur is constructed at a cost of over 1,470 crore rupees with 18 specialty and 17 super specialty departments, 18 modular operational theatres and 750 beds. The hospital will admit 100 students for MBBS course and 60 students for nursing courses every year. Mr. Modi will also lay the foundation stone of around 31-kilometer long project for 4-laning of the national highway from Pinjore to Nalagarh on NH 105, worth over 1,690 crore rupees. It is a major connecting link for the traffic from Ambala, Chandigarh, Panchkula and Shimla going towards Bilaspur, Mandi and Manali. The Prime Minister will also lay the foundation stone of the Medical Device Park at Nalagarh, which will be built at a cost of about 350 crore rupees. He will also inaugurate the Government Hydro Engineering College at Bandla. In the evening, the Prime Minister will participate in Kullu Dashera celebrations. The festival is unique in the sense that it is a congregation of more than 300 deities of the valley. It will be the first time ever that the Prime Minister of the country is participating in the Kullu Dashera celebrations.
Union Home Minister Amit Shah today said that post-abrogation of Article 370, Jammu and Kashmir has emerged as the most secure place as the militancy-related incidents are at an all-time low. The Home Minister was addressing a rally at the bus stand in Rajouri in Jammu today. He said a sustained drive launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi against the militants, separatists and Hurriyat bore fruit, and stones in the hands of youth are now replaced by laptops that have yielded good results. Mr. Shah said the Delimitation Commission was constituted to give due representation to Gujjars, Bakarwals and Pahadis, which otherwise was a dream.
धारा 370 हटने के बाद मोदी जी ने वादा किया था कि हम जल्द से जल्द चुनाव कराएंगे। चुनाव के लिए परिसीमन जरूरी था, क्योंकि पहले जो परिसीमन हुआ था ये 3 परिवारों ने अपने लिए किया था। परिसीमन आयोग के नियमों के अनुसार नहीं किया था। पहली बार आजादी के बाद परिसीमन हुआ और ये पहाड़ी क्षेत्र की सीटों में बढ़ोतरी हुई है।
The Home Minister said people have Gram Panchayat, Zilla Panchayat and Tehsil Panchayat, which didn't happen in the past 70 years.
देश में सरकार बदली, 2014 से नरेंद्र मोदी जी प्रधानमंत्री बने। मोदी जी ने सबसे पहले पंचायत के चुनाव कराए और 19 के बाद तहसील पंचायत, जिला पंचायत के चुनाव कराए। आज जो पहले 3 परिवार के पास था, इसकी जगह आज 30,000 लोगों के पास जम्मू कश्मीर का शासन आया है।
The Home Minister hailed Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha for announcing a holiday on the birth anniversary of Maharaja Hari Singh. The Election Commission has written to political parties for providing authentic information to voters to assess the financial viability of their poll promises. The Commission has proposed amendments in the Model Code of Conduct, MCC, saying that the manifesto should reflect the rationale for the poll promises. It also said the manifesto should broadly indicate the ways and means to meet the financial requirement for promises in the interest of transparency, level playing field and credibility of promises. In a letter to all political parties, the poll panel has sought their views on the proposed amendments in the MCC by the 19th of this month. The Commission has proposed a prescribed pro forma for the recognized national and state political parties for furnishing details of financial implications of promises made in the election manifesto. The Commission said a prescribed format is necessary to bring standardization in the nature of information and facilitating comparability. To make the disclosures more meaningful, the pro forma provides for certain fiscal information being pre-filled by the state and central governments.
4 people have died and 21 others are reportedly trapped due to an avalanche in Draupadi's Danda 2 mountain peak in Uttarkashi. Rapid relief and rescue operations are being carried out by the district administration, NDRF, SDRF, Army and ITBP personnel, along with a team of Nehru Mountaineering Institute to rescue the trapped trainees at the earliest. District Magistrate Abhishek Ruhela said that the bodies of 4 people have been recovered and the rescue operation has been stopped for some time due to bad weather.
स्थिति की जानकारी लेने के लिए संस्थान नेहरू इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ माउंटेनिंग में यहाँ मुझे बताया गया है कि जो भी रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन चल रहा है, वर्तमान में मौसम बिगड़ने के कारण रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन कुछ समय के लिए रोका गया है।
As per the Nehru Mountaineering Institute, NIM, 41 people including 34 trainees and 7 mountaineering instructors were hit by an avalanche. Rapid relief and rescue operations are being carried out by the district administration, NDRF, SDRF, Army and ITBP personnel, along with the NIM team to rescue the trapped trainees at the earliest. Home Minister Amit Shah and Defence Minister Rajnath Singh have expressed anguish at the incident of avalanche in Uttarkashi. Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami requested the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh to expedite the rescue operation by taking Army's help. The Defence Minister had instructed the Air Force to join the rescue and relief operations. He has assured the Chief Minister of all possible assistance by the central government. In Gujarat, at least 6 people were killed and 8 injured when a container truck hit a 3-wheeler on a national highway in Vadodara city. The injured were taken to the Sayaji Hospital for treatment. Our correspondent reports that the deceased include 2 children. Prime Minister Modi has expressed grief over the loss of lives in the accident. He announced an ex gratia of 2 lakh rupees to the next of the kin of the deceased, while 50,000 rupees each to the injured from the PM National Relief Fund. Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel has also expressed his condolences to the families of those who lost their lives in the accident. The state government announced an aid of 4 lakh rupees to the families of the deceased and 50,000 rupees to the injured.
The BJP today hit out at the Arvind Kejriwal-led Delhi government in connection with alleged irregularities in power subsidy. Briefing the media in New Delhi, BJP spokesperson Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi alleged that the Delhi government has waived off an outstanding amount of 3,200 crore rupees owed to the two power distribution companies, namely BSES Rajdhani and BSES Yamuna Power. He also alleged that these two discoms were allowed to charge late payment surcharge LPSC at a rate of 18% from consumers, while they themselves paid LPSC at 12% to the Delhi government.
अजब अलबेले किस्म के नेता की कट्टर ईमानदार छवि के ऊपर आज बिजली गिरी है, क्योंकि दिल्ली में विद्युत वितरण कंपनियों की प्रक्रिया में गंभीर भ्रष्टाचार के तथ्य सामने आए हैं। विद्युत उत्पादन करने वाली कंपनियों का जो बकाया था वितरण कंपनियों पे, वह दिल्ली सरकार को मिलना था और देनदारी थी प्राइवेट कंपनियों की, परंतु प्रारंभिक बैठकों में ही तकरीबन 3200 करोड़ रुपए से अधिक की उनकी देनदारी को एक प्रकार से वेव ऑफ कर दिया गया।
Delhi BJP chief Adesh Gupta alleged that whatever work the Kejriwal government does, its intention is to commit corruption. Delhi Lieutenant Governor Vinay Kumar Saxena has asked Delhi Chief Secretary Naresh Kumar to inquire into the alleged irregularities and discrepancies in the power subsidy given by the AAP government to the BSES discoms. The Lieutenant Governor has sought a report on the matter within 7 days. The LG has questioned while the Delhi Electricity Regulatory Commission order issued in the year 2018 directing the Delhi government to pay electricity subsidies to consumers through DBT has not yet been implemented till now. According to a source, LG Secretariat has received a complaint raising several issues of impropriety and discrepancies in the power subsidy matter. You're listening to the evening news on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Prime Minister Narendra Modi talks to President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelensky on the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. Prime Minister to inaugurate and lay foundation stone of projects worth over 3,650 crore rupees in Himachal Pradesh tomorrow. Election Commission asks political parties to provide authentic information in their manifestos on financial viability of poll promises. 4 people killed and 21 reportedly trapped in an avalanche in Draupadi's Danda 2 mountain peak in Uttarkashi. Direct flight launched from Kolhapur to Mumbai under the Udan scheme. Nobel for Physics to be shared by 3 scientists for their work on quantum mechanics. Durga Navmi being celebrated across the country. President and Vice President greet people on the eve of Dussehra. In Women's T20 Asia Cup cricket, India beat UAE by 104 runs at Sylhet in Bangladesh. And in men's cricket, third and final T20 international between India and South Africa underway in Indore. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
अपने बिजनेस को बढ़ाने के लिए लीजिए आकाशवाणी का सहयोग और दीजिए उसे बुलंदियों के पंख।
आपका बिजनेस लोकल है या राष्ट्रीय, आकाशवाणी देती है उपभोक्ताओं तक पहुंचने का हर विकल्प।
और अब तो आप घर, दफ्तर या दुकान पर बैठे बैठे कर सकते हैं आकाशवाणी के किसी भी केंद्र के लिए विज्ञापनों की बुकिंग।
आकाशवाणी के विभिन्न चैनलों पर विज्ञापन देना सुलभ और सस्ता।
बुकिंग है तो संपर्क करें 8700014242 पर
8700014242।
Welcome back. You're listening to Evening News. Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia today virtually inaugurated a direct flight from Kolhapur to Mumbai. This flight has been launched under the ambitious Regional Connectivity Scheme, UDAN, that aims to provide affordable air connectivity to Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. The 55-minute long flight will operate between Kolhapur and Mumbai thrice a week, that is, on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays. In his inaugural address, Mr. Scindia informed that 433 new routes have been launched so far under the UDAN scheme, benefiting over 1 crore passengers. He assured that the expansion of apron at Kolhapur Airport will be commissioned soon, while adding that the domestic terminal building will be inaugurated in March 2023. The Civil Aviation Minister also inaugurated Jabalpur-Indore-Jabalpur and Indore-Gwalior-Indore flight routes today. These flights will operate on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Scindia said that it is a matter of great joy that the three major cities of Madhya Pradesh are being connected by air route on a single day. Minister of State for Civil Aviation, General V.K. Singh, retired, and Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, Shivraj Singh Chauhan, were also present on the occasion. The Maharashtra government has announced a Diwali package for ration card holders wherein they will receive 1 kilogram each of semolina, that is rava, sugar and chana dal, besides 1 litre of palm oil for just 100 rupees. This decision is likely to benefit over 1 crore 70 lakh families and is likely to cost the exchequer around 486 crore rupees. The decision was approved by the State Cabinet today. The package can be purchased any time during this month and will require an e-pass. The Cabinet, chaired by Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, also decided to allow police personnel to avail home loan facilities from the banks.
Ali Aspeg, John F. Clauser and Anton Zeilinger have won the 2022 Nobel Prize in Physics for their work on quantum mechanics. The Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences has decided to award the scientists for their experiments with entangled photons, establishing the violation of Bell inequalities and pioneering quantum information science. Ali Aspect is a French physicist, Anton Zeilinger an Austrian, and John Clauser an American. The Nobel Prize for Chemistry will be announced tomorrow, followed by Literature on Thursday and Peace Prize on Friday. North Korea today fired an intermediate-range ballistic missile over Japan for the first time in 5 years. According to media reports, it forced Japan to issue evacuation notices and suspend trains during the flight of the missile. The launch was the most provocative weapons demonstration by North Korea this year as it ramps up missile tests to a record pace. Today's test was North Korea's 5th round of missile launches in 10 days. The Japanese Prime Minister's office in a statement has said at least one missile fired from North Korea flew over Japan and is believed to have landed into the Pacific Ocean. Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida told reporters that the firing was a reckless act and he strongly condemned it. Japanese Chief Cabinet Secretary Hirokazu Matsuno said no damage was immediately reported from the missile that was in the air for 22 minutes. U.S. National Security Council spokesperson Adrian Watson condemned the launch, calling it dangerous and reckless.
Defence Secretary Dr. Ajay Kumar co-chaired the India-UK Defence Consultative Group meeting with his UK counterpart David Williams in London yesterday. They reviewed the progress of various service-level bilateral groups and other defence cooperation and mechanisms. The Defence Secretary held a discussion on a wide range of issues relating to the defence and industrial cooperation between India and United Kingdom. Both sides considered new areas for defence industrial cooperation, explored emerging domains such as cyber and artificial intelligence. They committed to work together for strengthening the bilateral defence relationship. Later, the Defence Secretary also held a bilateral meeting with UK NSA Tim Barrow. They discussed a number of key defence and security issues. Maha Navmi is being celebrated across the country today with religious fervour. Today is the last day of the Navratri festival, majorly celebrated in West Bengal, Assam, Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat, Bihar, Sikkim, Odisha and some other parts of the country. On this Hindu auspicious day, Ma Durga is worshipped in Jagdamba form and in many parts.
President Draupadi Murmu and Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar have greeted people on the eve of Dashera. In her message, Ms. Murmu said the festival of Vijayadashmi is celebrated all over India as a symbol of victory of good over evil, truth over untruth, morality over immorality. She added that in North India it is celebrated as Dashera and the victory of Lord Ram over Ravan is animated through Ravan Dahan. President said Lord Ram's message of ideal conduct and propriety has been inspiring to people from generation to generation. In the eastern India, the Durga idol immersion ceremony is celebrated with enthusiasm on this day. The President said that this festival is an example of the cultural unity of India. She hopes that this festival continues to inspire people to imbibe the eternal life values of ethics, truth and goodness, and to live a life of peace and harmony. Extending heartiest greetings and good wishes to all people, the Vice President said in a message that Dashera not only symbolizes the victory of good over evil, but also reinforces people's faith in dharma or righteousness. He said it is an occasion to cherish and take inspiration from the virtues espoused by Lord Ram: truth, justice, compassion, duty and courage. The Vice President wished that this festival would bring peace, prosperity and harmony in the country. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh will celebrate the Vijay Dashmi with soldiers at Auli and Mana in Uttarakhand tomorrow. He will also perform Shastra Puja in Chamoli. Along with this, he will also take part in the weapon worship program of the army. He is also expected to have a Darshan Badrinath Dham. The Defence Minister arrived in Dehradun on a 2-day visit to Uttarakhand today. He was received by Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami and BJP State President Mahendra Bhatt at the Jolly Grant Airport.
All India Radio celebrating 75 years of freedom with the series Azad Bharat Ki Baat Akashvani ke Saath. It showcases the journey of India since independence in various walks of life through the storytelling of All India Radio. In today's episode, we bring you the story of Yoga, India's gift to the world.
The practice of yoga is believed to have started with the very dawn of civilization. Sage Patanjali, who compiled the first yoga philosophy, defines yoga as an ability to control random thoughts and achieve a stillness that creates inner harmony. Yoga, the ancient physical, mental and spiritual practice, is India's gift to the world, which brings about a unison of the body and the consciousness with the surroundings and nature. Yogacharya B.K.S. Iyengar had said, Yoga is all about bringing your attention along with awareness to each and every cell of your body. He said asanas are meant to connect the physical and factual wisdom of the body with the analytical mind and to coordinate with cooperation among the body and mind. If there is coordination, then the person is on the spiritual level.
So yoga, for me, as far as I understand, is to unite the body with the mind and taking body and mind together to be in par with the eternal, evergreen state of this self.
At the initiative of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, United Nations General Assembly took a historic decision in 2014 to declare the 21st of June as the International Day of Yoga. Prime Minister Modi, during his maiden address to the UN General Assembly, said, Yoga is an invaluable gift of our ancient tradition. It embodies unity of mind and body, thought and action, restraint and fulfillment, harmony between man and nature, a holistic approach to health and well-being.
Yoga हमारी पुरातन पारंपरिक अमूल्य देन है.
Is a invaluable contribution of our
व शरीर,
country, of our
विचार
tradition.
व कर्म,
Yoga,
संयम
our heart, our
व
body,
उपलब्धि की,
our ideology,
एकात्मता
our
का
actions,
तथा मानव
everything
व
is
प्रकृति
a
के बीच
part of our country.
सामंजस्य का
And in order
मूर्त
to,
रूप है.
it's important that
ये
we have
स्वास्थ्य
a coordination
व कल्याण का
between all these.
समग्र दृष्टिकोण
And
है.
this is an important
योग
perspective.
केवल व्यायाम भर न होकर
Yoga
अपने
should
आप
not be
से
just an exercise
तथा
for
विश्व
us, but
व प्रकृति के साथ
it should be
तादात्म्य को प्राप्त करने का
a means.
माध्यम है.
Yoga's inclusion as the world intangible cultural heritage by the UNESCO highlights its global significance and benefits for the entire humanity. It propagates the message Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramaya, which means wishing all happiness and wishing all a disease-free life. People across the world in over 170 countries have embraced yoga in their lives to remain healthy. Indian missions and posts all over the world have channelized great enthusiasm and interest for yoga in their host countries. Special events at iconic global locations from the Eiffel Tower to Mount Everest Base Camp have taken place with the participation of hundreds of thousands of yoga enthusiasts. The word yoga itself connotes unity and signifies an integrated vision of human life. The world today is beleaguered with conflicts, violence, ill health and ill will. Let us collectively rediscover the limitless benefits of this ancient science, which promotes the message of brotherhood and amity in the finest Indian tradition of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam.
आजाद भारत की बात आकाशवाणी के साथ can be accessed on Twitter at AIR News Alerts, News on AIR official YouTube channel, News on AIR app, Facebook and Instagram handles. So tune in to All India Radio News for Azad Bharat Ki Baat Akashvani के साथ.
देश भर में धूम मचाए ज्ञान का ये उपहार, मोबाइल पे आजादी क्वेस्ट आया आजादी का इतिहास. डाउनलोड करे आजादी क्वेस्ट, ये लो जीतो ढेरों इनाम. मौका पाए जुड़ने का रेडियो और डीडी के साथ. सिर्फ खेल नहीं उत्सव है, आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव है. आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव है.
डाउनलोड करें आजादी क्वेस्ट ऐप और पाएं ढेरों इनाम.
In the Women's T20 Asia Cup, India beat the United Arab Emirates by 104 runs. Batting first at the Sylhet District Stadium, India had set a target of 179 runs for the UAE, which they failed to chase. The UAE scored 74 runs for 4 wickets in the stipulated 20 overs. India had won the toss and opted to bat. Regular captain Harmanpreet Kaur was rested for the game and Smriti Mandhana was leading the side. India posted 178 for 5 in 20 overs, with Jemima Rodriguez hammering an unbeaten 75 for 45 balls, including 11 fours. In another match today, Sri Lanka defeated Thailand by 49 runs. In cricket, South Africa had set a victory target of 228 runs for India in the third and last T20 international at the Holkar Stadium in Indore. The visitors scored 227 runs for 3 in stipulated 20 overs. Riley Rousseau scored an unbeaten century. Earlier, the host won the toss and elected to field. India defeated South Africa with 16 runs in a high-scoring game in their second T20 international at Barsapada Cricket Stadium in Guwahati on 2nd of October to gain an unassailable 2-0 lead in the 3-match series.
At the 36th National Games, services continue to lead the medals tally with 82 medals, including 37 golds, 23 silvers and 22 bronze, followed by Haryana with 63 medals, including 23 gold, 22 silver and 18 bronze. Uttar Pradesh is now at the third place with 18 gold medals, 12 silver and 9 bronze. In athletics, Tamil Nadu Vidya won the women's 400-meter hurdles gold with a new National Games record of 56.58 seconds, and Santosh Kumar T of Services won a gold in men's 400-meter hurdles with a timing of 49.49 seconds, a new National Games record. Assam's Amlan Borgohain won the men's 200-meter gold and Archana Sushindran won women's 200-meter gold. Mohammad Afzal of Services won men's 800-meter gold and Chanda KM of Delhi won the gold in women's 800 meters. The Sensex and the Nifty today climbed more than 2%. Both indices gained as the cues from global share markets were positive. The Sensex finished above the 58,000 mark, while the Nifty settled above 17,250 level. The rupee strengthened 36 paise against the US dollar. We have a report from the business desk.
The Sensex rose 1,277 points to close at 58,065. The Nifty also surged 387 points to end at 17,274. In the forex market, the rupee strengthened 36 paise against the US dollar. The domestic currency closed at 81 rupees and 52 paise against the American unit. At the multi-commodity exchange, gold futures for October was trading at 51,077 rupees per 10 grams, and in intraday trade, Brent crude was trading at $90.20 per barrel. Gaurang Dhawan Lal for AIR News.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Modi talks to President Zelensky on the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. Prime Minister to inaugurate and lay foundation stone of projects worth over 3,650 crore rupees in Himachal Pradesh tomorrow. Election Commission asks political parties to provide authentic information in their manifestos on financial viability of poll promises. 4 people killed and 21 reportedly trapped in an avalanche in Draupadi's Danda 2 mountain peak in Uttarkashi. Direct flight launched from Kolhapur to Mumbai under the Udan scheme. Nobel for Physics to be shared by 3 scientists for their work on quantum mechanics. Maha Navmi being celebrated across the country. President and Vice President greet people on the eve of the Shera. In Women's T20 Asia Cup cricket, India beat UAE by 104 runs in Bangladesh. And in men's cricket, South Africa set a victory target of 228 runs for India in the third and last T20 international at Indore. And with that, we end the evening news. Good night.